Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another late night show. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to an- we're setting it up kind of late here tonight. Just not I don't sleep through the night very well, so I thought, well, I know there's got to be a lot of friends out there, people that are in the same situation, whether it's medical or it's just something on your mind or whatever, and you happen to be up late. We can only take so much of that television because it just isn't. It isn't what we like to have. John Coopy, Coast to Coast Drones. How you doing, Bill? John? Yeah, we just. I just decided to come on. I just wasn't sleeping all that well, and thought, well, maybe there's some other folks out there in the same boat that just you know looking to maybe come on and have a little chat. We can talk about whatever we'd like to talk about, whether it's about drone news or. Oh, Bill, congratulations, Subaru accent. Tim Jackson. How you doing, Tim? Well, Bill, that's good that you got a new set of wheels. Did you buy a hybrid electric or just a regular standard fossil fuel? Yeah, in the East Coast here, it's 3:02 a.m. And I think where our vacationing friend Tim Jackson is, it's 5:02, or is it 6:02, Tim, in the late afternoon, early evening? Let's talk about beer, Tim says. Yeah. Well, Tim, are you coming on, or what? What are you going to do? Everybody loves to have you come on and tell us some stories, Tim, about life, love in Australia. Oh, the standard touring model. Okay, Bill, she'll like that. Yeah, the cars today, don't they? They've got so much. When I look back at my first car, it had metal dashboard and cranked the windows up and down and no air conditioning. 603. Okay. Tim, you don't need makeup. You're amongst friends. Yeah, John, I've never been a beer drinker, even when I was younger. Um, just didn't taste good to me. But I don't drink coffee either, so that's kind of a double whammy. Oh, after 5 days of looking at, well, then it's very methodic. She's figured out which one she likes. Yeah, you got to make the wifey happy. It's important. So I sent out a bunch of invitations to different people. Bill, if you want me to send you one, I will. I didn't know if you wanted one or not. Let me see. Do. See if I've got your address, Bill. Gonna forward it to Metro Down, Review. Do. Let me see. Oh, yeah, there it is. Send it. I sent you an invitation out to you, Bill, if you want to come on. It's up to you. Um, you're always welcome. I sent one to Roger. I'm hoping that he's getting some rest, but sometimes he's up at night like I am, and like a lot of people. Um, a lot of people can't sleep right through the night. Okay. Well, thanks, Bill. Didn't want you to feel left out, my friend. But okay, John. Yep, John's going to be a spectator tonight too. That's fine. That's fine. We're waiting for the grand entrance of Tim to make his entrance, and I suppose I better get his intro up here, huh? Okay. So when John comes on, we're going to have his entrance ready for him. So that's pretty much it. And that was on 60 Minutes Australia. I thought that was interesting. What did everybody think about Philly being mentioned on Forbes magazine? I thought that was kind of hilarious. Yeah, there's not a lot of people that are up this time of night. And I always make sure I send out a whole bunch of invites so that they can see what they missed in the morning. Oh, I didn't know he was on last night. So, yeah, if anybody doesn't know, I finally had successful an eviction today. I got rid of my tenant upstairs, and it's not too bad up there. It's not as nice as what I had it when he moved in, but a little bit of cleaning, a lot of painting, and don't know if I'm going to be able to save the brand new carpeting in the living room. Um, is what it is. The living room upstairs used to be all hardwood floors, and then a previous tenant scratched up the floors a little bit with something like they were scraping across the floor, and um, so I put carpeting on up there. But carpeting is like everybody says, carpeting is just a catch-all from dust to dirt to stains and everything else. So I'm thinking maybe I just might find a quick and easy way just to patch where the get a pole sander, sand it down a little bit, and try and do the best I can with the polyurethane, a darker stained polyurethane, and just put it back to the natural wood. And then a little bit of paint, a little bit of fixing, a little bit of stuff that I have to do and get it ready. I've already have a couple of people interested in it. So, well, John, I think this is the first time you've come on the 3 o'clock a.m. East Coast late show. In fact, I think The Tim Jackson. There he is. Tim's got his printer going.
Yeah.
So how you doing?
I'm doing all right. I think I drank too much yesterday. I'm definitely going to slow down for the next couple of
Yeah, I
days.
was gonna say, even Lynn said something to you in the chat, says you need to slow down, my friend.
Yeah, it's getting bad. I gotta stop it. So how are you, Paul? Well,
Well,
no one now. Something.
Yeah, welcome to the late show. It's 3:11 a.m. here. I sent Roger and everybody an invite, but of course, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, you never know. He goes through it sometimes, like you said.
Yeah, John Coopy. There was an article in Forbes magazine talking about Philly.
Yeah, I can't believe that. Now he's hit big time, all right, but for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
I'll show you what I'm printing. Hold on for a sec. I'm getting this Raspberry Pi. And I need something to put it in instead of just putting it on the side of something. So I got a friend of mine that sent me the STL, and where's the screen share? There it is. Post disabled participant screen sharing. I can't screen share, man.
Oh, well, wait. I keep forgetting you have to do that every time. There must be a way that you can permanently turn that off, but
that's weird. Huh?
Yeah. Okay, you're good to go.
Okay, can you see it?
Ah.
That's going to fit the Raspberry Pi into it, and then I got a top to make, and then I got a bottom to make. So all the USB ports and display ports will be right in that. You see the long slot, that's HDMI.
And that's what you're printing now?
That's what I'm printing right now. Yeah.
Okay.
It'll take, I got 9 hours left.
9 hours left for that part.
Yeah.
Then probably when you do the top and the bottom, what's another 4, 5, 6 hours?
2 hours a piece.
2 hours a piece. Okay, 4 hours.
Yeah. So I don't have to buy anything. And plus I got to print some dowels because I want to put shelving up. Yes, I know I can buy them, but screw it. Why? I don't like going out of the house anyway. So.
Well, now you've been talking all along about lining printers up on that table behind you. Have you found any that you want to buy next, or?
The Ender 3, I do want to get that. Eventually I will, but that's going to be all printers. During the storm, when I blew the modem and everything, it didn't blow the ETH port on the motherboard, thank God. It blew the ETH port on that. I tried to hook it up to my computer today, and I couldn't even use the slicing program. $1,000. It's great.
So that's not easily fixable?
I could probably get an ETH port for it and then take it out of it just like a computer. But on the motherboard of a computer, it's soldered into the main motherboard. So thankfully, that didn't go because it's a brand new MSI motherboard.
So you yesterday, or was it? Yeah, yesterday you had the technician come out and work on your internet, right?
Yeah, they changed. This is funny. Oh, this is funny. I called him and went off on him. I said, listen, when the technician was here and he got everything done, he got everything taken care of. I had 60 down and about 7 up. And I said, now I'm getting 25 down and 3 up. I said, what are you doing? Oh, we didn't have you on that plan. I was like, no, I already told you this before I even brought the contractor out that I wanted, this is what I wanted, $89 a month, unlimited. But yeah, they changed it like that. Unreal, eh?
So did they change it back?
They're supposed to be sending it to another technician. You know how it is. You talk to one person and it's got to filter out.
Yeah.
So,
One person talking to another person, talking to another person, just hand it on. And the farther it goes down the chain of command, the less interested they are in taking care of you.
yeah, well, I'm the one that's, got the plan for $89. I had the technician come out here. He found a good signal. The only thing is, it's if the trees get in the way, But shit, I was getting 75 down when he was here. And like I said, 7 up. And I was like,
Yeah.
woohoo. And then all of a sudden it's back down to what I got with my damn antenna out the damn window. I'm not going to pay for that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Hey, John, did you see that picture, John? That's more important. Hello, Tim. How are you? Coast to coast.
Yeah.
So Bill got a new car. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. So I missed this morning's live. I was passed out. And slept a good 9 hours, but
Did you? That's good.
yeah, didn't even get up. I was like, what the heck? That's when you know your body's telling you, hey, stop it. You can sleep all the way through. Yeah, that's not like me. So are you gonna get Mr. Tim up here, or?
I sent him an invite.
Very good. Yeah, it's going.
I didn't send one to Marcel. I don't think I have his. And he may not be up. He's working again, isn't he?
Yeah, but let me see what time it is.
It'll be midnight there.
Yeah, 12:07. Yeah, send it to him. Let me get him on here. But hey.
Let me see if I've got Marcel. I think I've got his, but let me see. Forward to Marcel.
Said that he was active 2 hours ago on Facebook, so I don't know if he might still be up or not.
Yeah, because he was saying once before that he's working, right now. So
yeah,
because he got a new job where he drives, right?
I don't know.
He's a technician now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You can always send one to who's that, Matt? Northeast Groves. You can send it to Ari. See if he'll come.
Yeah. Did you see today was funnier than hell? You know Northwest Drones, right?
Yep. Tim.
There's Tim.
Northwest Drones. No, that's not. Okay, that's Bill.
That's Russell.
Russell.
Yep, he and his wife live out there, and his dad had a big water filtration type of thing for like commercial.
Okay.
Anyway, he shared with us something today. I'm gonna show it to you. It's just hilarious. Hey, how you doing, Tim?
Good, Joe.
Another day in paradise, as they say, right?
Yeah.
That's what Tim Jackson says. Any day you're around to crack another beer, it's another day in paradise.
Yep. Another day above the dirt line, we're good.
Yeah, just sitting here watching nothing.
Out in the car.
Okay, I'm gonna screen share this for you.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
That's what I'm looking at.
Oh my! Come on, no way.
That's Russ. Some friend of his got a picture of him because they were taken from the waist up for fitting him for a custom made shirt. And so a friend of his put it on a horse.
Oh my God!
That was hilarious.
Wait till I see him next.
So Tim, you out on patrol area tonight?
Yeah, I'm sitting in the office, I guess you could say. That's my
okay.
view.
Well, I saw what looks like a clipboard. I thought that was on the dashboard.
Yeah, it's on the dash. See the
Well, that was
all the
loud.
trucks.
Yeah. Oh, we get a good look of it even without the spotlights or the lights on.
Yeah.
How did today go with the cleaning and everything? You fumigate it?
We got it all cleaned out. I had a hell of a time vacuum sweeping it because there was two women up there. The daughter and the wife have long hair, and that hair would get bound up on the thing, and I had to take scissors and cut it off, and then do it again and cut it off. And
That's why I bought a wet and dry vac. That thing
Yep.
sucks up everything, and you don't have to use.
well, my dilemma now is whether I scrap the new carpeting that was less than a year old and
I would.
Yep. Take it out of there, and then maybe just try to do a half-ass patch of the hardwood floor with a dark polyurethane stain over top of it. And if it's a little different color, oh well, it's not my house,
Yeah, exactly. Just
because I can do that. Probably cost me under $200. If I go to replace the carpeting, it's going to be $1,000, and if I go to put laminate up there, it's going to be $4,000 or $5,000. So.
No way. Yeah, just use polyurethane. That's the best.
Yep.
That's what I used to do tables in, and I still got to do another table because I want to take all my kids' pictures and put it on top, and then polyurethane. Hey, Bubby.
Yeah, Tim, I know the feeling about being in pain. I had both my knee braces on. I was going up and down the stairs there today.
Not good.
Yeah.
Mine is mainly the mattress. I sleep in a hospital bed, and the mattress is going to hell, and it's like after about a half hour, 45 minutes, you start feeling all the pressure points with the steel platform underneath it, and before too long, I can't hardly move.
That's
So
not good.
I have a Craftmatic queen size bed in the other room, and I don't use it because it's not comfortable. I went out and bought one of those fancy schmancy mattresses that you're supposed to just go to sleep like it feels good for about an hour and a half, and then I gotta move out of there.
Yeah.
So now I
you?
have an electric recliner that the ones that lift you up when you get to be so you can't get up anymore. It'll tilt you forward.
Yeah.
I sleep in that.
You know what would be good for you, Paul? Is a water bed with plenty of baffles, but a water bed.
Yeah, but you know what, Tim? Because of my back and knees, I'd have a hell of a time climbing out of it.
No, you wouldn't. If it has baffles, you'll have no problem. It's just getting out of it.
Because I used to sleep on a water bed, but the most water beds are lower to the ground. So climbing out was the problem.
My water bed, it was probably about that high, like off the roof. It was nice.
Well, you had it up in the air.
Yeah, it was a big ass one. And then you sat on the side, your legs would be dangling.
Oh,
And,
no.
But it had plenty of baffles, so I didn't have a problem with it, like going to sleep and stuff. It was just like sleeping on nothing. It was awesome. I loved it. That's what you should get.
Mine was real high like that too when I had one.
Yeah.
I got a new mattress coming for mine, but the company said they were shipping. They that it was being shipped and then it wasn't shipped, and then they said they were gonna make sure it got shipped and it didn't get shipped, and then they finally said that they're sending a different one, a different
Yeah.
company, different it's supposed to be better, and so
The Posturepedics are good. I bought a brand new one of them. It cost me $2,000. I had it for 2 months, and then me and my girlfriend broke up, and she had Crohn's, so I gave it to her because it would help her back. But I should stop thinking about other people instead of, well, I do now. I think about
Yeah,
myself.
you'll get your rewards in another life, buddy.
being a hospital bed though, you're limited to the mattress that you can buy.
Yep.
You know, it's a
They're
custom
that
size.
bastard, they're bastard size. Yep.
Yep, it is.
Dave, how are you, buddy?
Hey, Dave Ennis, how you doing? But it's, yeah, it's, you know, it is what it is. And I sleep in that. And of course, now what's happening is, you know, when you sleep in something, you sit in something continually, the bottom's starting to break down. So
Yeah.
now it's starting to hurt my back and stuff a little bit after an hour or two, you know?
Yeah, that's not good. Not good.
So, but is what it is, right?
Yeah. I think I'm getting old before my time, though, because of the way I'm treating my body.
Well, you know, the thing of it is the beer sometimes helps, but sometimes it doesn't.
Well, the beer helps me, like, anxiety-wise and everything, and just calms me down, but it's not helping my blood pressure.
No. How is your blood pressure? Still high?
I think it was high today because I felt palpitations. You know how you can feel your heartbeat?
Yep.
That's
Yep.
what you know,
Yep.
and all day today. So, yeah, fun.
They say you're only as old as you feel. If that's the case, I'm gonna die real soon.
And I've lived a long life for a short life, but I've done a lot of stuff in my life. So that doesn't scare me. Death don't scare me. But hey, well, no more bills, no more work. It'd be
Yeah.
great, but nobody can bother me 6 p.m.
Bubby FPV, how's it going?
Let's see what I'm doing here. There we go.
Doing a lot of paranormal stuff with me. It's kind of interesting, making, you know, just wondering what is on the other side. Is there something on the other side? You know.
Yeah, we all don't know. We all don't know.
I got my paranormal shirt on now.
Hey, paranormal.
Well, I've seen some strange things in my life, and I believe not only in paranormal, but I also believe that there's UFOs and all that stuff.
I think they've been living amongst us for a long time.
Well, I've seen UFOs twice in my lifetime.
I've seen
Once-
one.
Once when I was about 12, 13 years old. As you know, I live in a house that backs up to the big schoolyard.
Yep.
And so I was out there, and it was just before sunset, and we used to have a military air base south of us, about 30 miles. And I looked up in the sky. It was a clear sky. Sun was off to the west, but it wasn't in direct where I saw. And here's this light just kind of standing there, just there. And
Yeah.
I'm watching it, and I'm watching. Next thing I know, I hear the jets coming out of Selfridge Field, and they were just screaming, headed for it. And all of a sudden, it went straight up and disappeared. And they circled around looking for it, and then they went back.
Yeah, there you go. Well, a report came out. I
Yeah.
think I told you all about this last week, but a report came out that the government's known that there is aliens on Earth, but they don't want to bring it out like they did with computers. They want to take their time to bring it out because our thoughts would think that it's, it would
Right.
back us. And Yeah, there's space stations on Mars. It's called something, I don't know, but humans are there, Americans are there, Russians are there.
Yeah.
They're living amongst aliens now. That's what they said. I don't know.
Well, and yeah, and that's fine and dandy because what I figure is if this is an invasion, they've been sure taking a long time to do it. But I think they're just here, just monitoring, watching, and
Yep.
don't know who they're reporting to, but that's fine with me as well. As long as they're peaceful and don't create any issues, I don't have a problem. I mean,
Yep.
hell, we let people come to this country from all over the world, and it's the same way in Australia.
Yep.
So,
Well, how did we get technology? People aren't that damn smart.
yeah, oh, exactly.
So, you had Benjamin Franklin taking a kite out with a key. I learned
Electricity.
that
Yeah,
about a month ago.
yeah.
But simple things like that, yeah, that's understandable. But look at the technology. We got nanotechnology now. How? Come on.
Yeah.
Really? We thought of that? No. I reckon they've been probing us for so damn long. They've been here. Look at the pyramids. Can you truly and actually tell me that humans actually built pyramids? And there's not even facts. They were talking about how they did it with full crap. Full crap.
Yeah, see the UFO thing, I haven't actually witnessed anything, so I kind of think that, I mean, if there's life here, we'd have to believe that there would be, as big as the universes are, and that there would have to be another planet with life on it. But the paranormal side, the ghost side, or the possibly different dimensions or something, that I definitely believe in, because I was skeptic. But when there's two of you in a room and a third voice says hello to you, who was it?
Yeah, but you don't tell people that you heard that because they'll think that you're crazy. You know?
Yeah. And it's easy to do. So it's only, you got to go by experiences. And when I had that first experience and the, third voice said hello to us, and we didn't hear it, but it was on audio and it was clearly hello. I was like, what was that? And I've been doing it ever since.
Well, I believe
and the thing of it is you have to be open to it. A lot of people close themselves off, and in their mind they say, no, that's not real. That's not. So it just becomes white noise.
Yeah.
Same thing when you're younger. Something happens tragically. Your brain process will put it in the back of your brain.
Yep.
You'll forget about it.
Yep.
One little thing will spark it up.
Yeah.
PSTD, they call it now. Jesus, they got a word for every damn thing.
Well, the house I'm in right now, I grew up in, and I had the bedroom way upstairs, which actually, when the house was built, it's now the apartment. When it was built, it had the apartment up there.
That's
when my parents bought the house, they took the wall out of the living room so that you just go across and up the stairway and upstairs. And I remember there was lots of times I knew there was something going on. I never quite heard a voice. I'd hear snickering or something like that, but I used to have books fly across the room.
Screw that.
I've had to have, well, it wasn't books. It was a bottle of lotion in Allen Park, Michigan. Yeah. I was sitting there and went into the living room to sit down. We call it the chair of death because when you sit down in it, you wind up falling asleep within 10 minutes. I sat down in the chair and it was dark and it was Christmas time because the tree was up. And all of a sudden I heard thump, 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 thump across the room. And I was like, what the hell? I'm looking around. So I turned the light on and I said, Donna, I said, where was this bottle of shampoo? She goes, what shampoo? I said, this shampoo right here. I said, she goes, that's body lotion or hand lotion or whatever. I goes, well, where was it? She goes, by the door. Why? I said, because it's next to your tree. It flew across the room right in front of me. That was pretty crazy. I've been grabbed, I've been touched,
Oh, don't say that on live. No, just
It's true.
Well,
mine,
the thing of it is Tim doesn't know about all of his experiences because he's had 30 beers. You know, so
no.
no, not tonight, but I'm talking about something. And at that time, reality plus supernatural kind of blends together. You know, he's not.
Yeah.
I reckon there's subliminal, right? And if you go to, it cures cancer, it cures everything. And I read up on it, and I believe in it. But I've had my mother pass away. She got to say goodbye to me, but she did it. Yeah. Anyway, I came back from the funeral and I had this long hallway. So 2 bedrooms were in the back. The third one was right here across from the bathroom. I was going back into Chad's room to get some stuff because he was over at my sister-in-law's house, mother-in-law's house. So I went back and something just stopped me. And it was like a wave of air, but it was like a cold chill. And all I did was sit there and say goodbye, Mom. And then it just left. That was woo. That was
Yeah.
weird.
We had a house we did one time. It was a house I actually lived in, and I knew the old lady that lived there before, and my cousin had bought it after we moved out. My dad had lived there for a while, and my aunt sold it to my cousin, and immediately the one woman in our group said, "There's an old lady upstairs. She's looking out. She's not happy." And she described her, and it was the lady that used to live there, that had owned the house for many, many years, friend of the family. And she finally, long story short, at the end, she wanted her to cross over, and she had us all in a circle and was talking about trying to get her to go into the light, and she was doing this ritual thing to get her into the light. And all of a sudden, I told her, I started naming some names of people that had passed away that, were in heaven. And all of a sudden there was like this whoosh, 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 whoosh. And it went around us, and it was like cold air, and then, so you could feel this cold spot circling around. It got real fast and then just disappeared. And she goes,
Yeah.
She crossed over. And my cousin's not had any issues in the house since. That was crazy.
Well, this house is very spiritual. When we were teenagers and Mom and Dad weren't around, we used to go under the dining room table, and we had we thought we were so cool. We had a seance.
Oh, Jesus.
And we did a seance, and one of the guys that was sitting at the end of the table was blonde. We're talking about we were 15, 16 years old, right? And we were calling forth the spirit, and all of a sudden he changed into an old man with a beard. Right before our eyes.
Screw that. Screw that.
Right before our eyes.
I lived at Jesus, you can look it up now. Greenview Cemetery in New Jersey. Look it up. That's where my mother was buried. And they has this big house. It used to be the mortuary, where you present the body or whatever. I'm sitting there, my mother's buried back there. It was like 10 years after her passing. And I said,
Uh-oh, you froze.
You froze there, Tim. Your new internet.
and then MOM came up. I'm like, what the screw's going on? And then I was like, okay. I asked the board, I said, what's my son's name? It went CH and then stopped. Then the next time, CHA. I was like, who is this? And it said MO and it stopped. I let my mother back in because after that night, we had cabinets opening. If I went food shopping and put the bags on the bench, the groceries would be outside of the bag, like she was still trying to help me. I was like, I let her back in through that damn Ouija board. So
Tim Jackson, she's still with you because Tim and I just saw her pause you, and we didn't get the first part of the story. It was like you were put on pause.
It's my internet. It's great. No, what I was saying is I lived on a cemetery. Can you hear
Yeah.
me now?
Yes.
Yep. I lived on a cemetery. In the cemetery, it's in Greenview Cemetery in New Jersey. You can look it up on the internet. That's where my mother's buried. I lived in the house commissioned by the townspeople or whatever, the Congress or whatever. And yeah, that's where it happened with the Ouija board.
See, I've never done Ouija board or
Did you
seance,
hear?
so
Did you hear me or did my internet go crappy again?
yeah, we heard you. Now your camera's gone.
Yeah, Paul did it. It said host has stopped your video. The host has asked you to start your. No, I'm not.
Just
Just-
click, just click on your video there.
That guy there was better looking anyway.
Is my internet that bad tonight? Oh my God.
No. I was listening to your mother talking to me, and she said,
Yeah.
Mom always knows
Yeah,
best,
she would,
right?"
probably,
That's right.
she would probably talk to you a lot. She was cool, man. She was a good girl.
Okay, Dave, what I'm gonna do is I'll put the link now. If you want to give me your email address.
I'm going to do a speed test, so I might lag again, but I'll be quiet.
There's my email address, Dave. That's to my other channel. Let me go over here and fire this computer up and get it up and running so I can retrieve that.
Now, see, can you hear me okay now?
Yeah.
Yep.
My upload is like almost 4, so it should be good. I don't know why I messed it up. I don't know. If they screw me with this bill, Paul, you're going to see my shotgun come out. I swear to God.
Hey, Tim. It's only
Yes.
money.
Which one?
It's only money.
That's right. You can take it
That's
with
right. No, you don't take it with you. That's the truth.
you.
But what's funny is I just paid off one significant bill about 2 months ago. And now I got another bill about the same. God, how stupid am I? I hate bills.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I got another story. It's not paranormal or whatever. Just if my internet screws up in the middle of this, just somebody put their hand up like this, then I know. Then I'll stop talking. But one of my best friends killed himself the year before he was supposed to go into the Marines. But anyway, we buried him. We had a night out with all the friends from high school. And then about 6 months later, I got a phone call from his mom saying that we got to have another funeral. Well, where they buried him, an old lady exhumed the body and put it and redo it.
Oh, geez.
Weird. So we were off live because meeting is now streaming live on YouTube. It came back on. I think we popped off live there, Paul.
No, are we off live?
No, we're on now. It says just a thing popped up that said meeting is now streaming live on YouTube. That's weird, unless it's my internet. I don't know.
Weird.
My internet's going. Hey, Chris.
Chris is here. Bathroom, back to bed. Hey, Chris. We get older, we can't sleep through the night anymore. I understand.
Oh, heck yeah.
Usually midnight, 2 or 3, 5 or 6.
Yeah. Well, around 3 and then 4:30
Yeah.
and then. Oh, yeah. But that doesn't stop. Chris can still come up here now. Come on. You don't need a camera. You don't need.
You got any snow up there, Paul?
No, actually not. It's kind of a little bit of misty rain and a little bit, I mean, right now it's 36 degrees here with we're supposed to get more rain. But God, I hate this junk mail stuff, you know?
I delete it every day. I have about 100 of emails coming through and I delete them every day. Shits me.
Yeah, I get a bunch in the email address he sent the link to. I probably get 120, 130 a day at that
Well,
address.
Well, with me, like when I met Paul, he sent me that, and then I met other drone people. Right when I get their emails, I'll put them in a folder or a label, so I know that that's secure.
Yeah.
If Paul sends me an email that I don't think is right, I'll send him an email back saying, "Did you send this?" I won't click on it. I did that. When all that hacking was going on about a month ago, all the hacking of Facebook and everything was going on.
I just I signed up, about a year or 2 ago for the DNA test, you know, you swab your cheek and you send it in.
Yep.
And I just got my heritage DNA matches. It says, you have new matches.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah, I don't know what that would be.
Did you find out your crest?
It says, good news, we've discovered new DNA matches for you. What I'm always afraid of is that I'll find out that I fathered children somewhere, but
Yeah. Did you ever hear about that joke? The guy's walking down, he's about 65 years old. He's walking down the street. Beautiful girl walks past him, has a mohawk, big high mohawk, and it's all different colors. He turns around, he's staring at the young girl. Young girl turns around and said, "Is there a problem, sir? You're staring at me." She goes, he goes, "Well, about 30 years ago, I had sex with a parrot. I'm just wondering if you're my offspring."
yeah, well, that's a tough way to go because it's like, do you embrace or don't you embrace or what you do, you know?
Exactly. Hey, Rick, get your butt up here. Come on.
Yeah, that's a tough call for sure.
I thought that was funny as hell when I heard it. I was like, oh my God. Cool. I could see an older man saying that to a girl too. Yeah. It's
My
funny.
wife wants one of them for Christmas.
Well, here's a recent picture of Tim's family reunion. Was covered by 60 Minutes Australia.
That'll be the Keller side. I hope none of my Keller side of the family are watching this live right now. My uncles will call me in a minute. What happened to you? Stop screwing all the rooms.
Carpenter Rick, what the heck is going on there? The early late show. Rick, I think I sent you an invite. Let me double check and make sure. Even if you want to come on just for a minute.
Yeah, just for a minute.
60 seconds will start as soon as your camera turns on.
Hey, I got 2 daughters from 60 seconds. No, just kidding.
I used to have some wives that complained that I was the 60-second man, and I didn't know how to take that, you know?
They used to tell me I'm a 3-minute rule.
Yep.
Took me 2 minutes to get my clothes off and 3 minutes to do deed and go to sleep.
Yeah.
One of the jobs I had, the one of the ladies was giving us a hard time. She said something about 3 minutes, and I said, 3 minutes? Is it our anniversary again?
That's a good one. I like that.
That's a good one.
Oh, Lordy.
There's something in this file cabinet right here.
Uh-oh.
There's something moving in there.
It's a vibrator.
No, but see, the rear end of that file cabinet is over a cold air return. And I think something snuck up in there, and I've checked it all out. But you know, the bottom drawer, there's that space below the drawer.
Yeah.
So there's something in there.
But could it be moving something that's loose in there, like hanging around? And
Well, I opened the drawer up and I don't see anything.
Yeah, but you won't see it because it will release once you open the door. But when you close it, it's
Well,
rattling.
I could always pop the drawer open further. You know how you release it and take it out, but I don't want something scurrying in here either.
No. Yeah, I got mine.
Because it's not like the sound of a mouse. It's like it could be maybe a little squirrel or a chipmunk, or because it actually is making a real good thumping noise in there. Or it's the spirits asking what the hell I'm doing and got rid of all their entertainment when I booted out the people upstairs.
Could be.
Oh, good idea. Yeah, well, could be.
Because you know, the history, I don't tell anybody that's going to rent the place. The history of the upstairs is since I've had it up for sale, not for rent, for rent, I've had 2 people kill themselves up there in the closet by hanging themselves.
Yeah, you showed us the closet yesterday. We
Yep.
walked through. Ooh, no way.
In
Well,
fact, my friend Skip that's going to do the painting, he says, if I'm going to paint, you're going to be up there, because I'm not going to be by myself up there.
before I moved in here, I talked to a landowner that owned this house like 50 years ago. Before they remodeled this is like brand new. It's all remodeled. They said it used to be a shed, like an open shed, but with doors or whatever partition. Guy hung himself right about there, where my table is. I'm like, yeah, okay. Get drunk if I hear their voices, I'm gone.
Yeah, really.
It's even in the records at the courthouse.
Oh, Rick is getting ready to jump in the shower, and he's got to head for work.
Well, hopefully, he doesn't take the camera in there.
Yeah, no.
Well, you only got 2 more days, don't you, Rick, for then vacation, I think.
Well, yeah, I think, didn't he say he was headed back up to his northern house on Thursday?
Yeah.
No. He said he was going to do it after Christmas, which was Christmas is Friday. So I think Friday he's headed up. Because I'm sure he wants to be there for Christmas morning with the kids.
Yep. That's good.
Yeah, it's hard to believe we're heading right into Christmas.
And did you hear about the Jupiter and Saturn thing? And
yeah, I can't. It was live.
Yeah, I watched
YouTube.
some of it. And I'm gonna see if I can see it tonight because Australia, so it'll be like down here for y'all. We gotta wait until darkness and we can see it up here. Northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere.
Well, the other thing is that I thought they perfectly aligned and like highlighted each other, but they just passed over top of each other from the observatory pictures.
That's what I
which made them brighter for sure. But
Yeah.
right here, right now, it's been cloudy here for days, so we didn't get a chance to see it. All you could do is watch it on the internet.
Did you hear the history behind it? When the people were, that was the Bethlehem star.
And that's what they're saying, but of course, some of the scientists that claim that they went back and looked at the records and estimated. They went back in time when the time, and they said that it didn't happen until after his birth by about 7 to 10 years.
Yeah, but wasn't the Bethlehem star the north? It was northern. This one's in the southwest.
Yes,
Over-
exactly.
So it's
But I
sort
guess
of,
back in those days, did they really know what north and south and east and west was? Just is that away or that away or?
it's true. That's true. And somebody came up with the shadow showed what it was,
Yeah.
and somebody said, "Okay, this is south. This
Yeah.
is east. This is west."
Anyway, my DNA match came from Joseph Loro, a third to a fifth cousin.
Loro.
0.4% shared DNA.
English.
So
Sure.
that'd be like the saliva on a sperm, you know. They wouldn't be.
Is that German, English? What is?
Well,
The
see, I'm Scotch, Irish, and German descent.
Oh, we might be family too. If you see the name Hutto, we're cousins. That's why you said Loro. I was like, that sounds familiar.
I'm related to a first cousin twice removed. See, I don't understand that first cousin twice removed, that kind of stuff. Diane Hempstead in the U.S., Wilma Collison, her age is 90.
Whoa.
First cousin twice removed. Eleanor Nelson, age 90 and above.
Nelson.
Nelson.
That's an Irish name, isn't it?
Robert Calvin Judd in his 60s.
The Judds.
And he's a third and fourth cousin, third to fifth cousin, like this one. So he's
Yeah.
probably got a little bit of the saliva off the sperm too. Laura Lomas is third to fourth cousin, so she got a little bit of a more of a lick.
She got more, yeah, a little stick. Yep.
And these guys are all in their 80s, 60s. Oh, here's Brandon Google. It's in his 30s.
Google.
Google.
No way.
Yep.
You better check your stocks.
He's a third or fourth cousin. Romney White is in his 70s. Yeah, the new one is Karen Watkins. Oh, hell, I got all kinds of pages of these guys.
Holy crap. We did that once before, but we went back to probably as far as 1600s. And my brother said that we're from a cardinal or a bishop. We're related to a bishop that took the Bible and changed the wording. Like, you know, okay, I'm going to write it in German now. So they do it. But we don't know what transcript or whatever the heck it was.
My mom's side of the family, she's got a tree that goes back, I don't know, like 1600s, 1700s, but goes back a long way. But my dad's side, we can only get to 1800s where you know it goes to Germany, and that's the dead end. We can't figure, you know, can't match anybody up over there.
I know what my German is. There's a lot of Keller, Schlegel, Lingerman. That's all German side of it for me. No Irish. That's kind of weird.
Everybody over there that I contact, they either don't speak English or they don't have any family tree history, so I haven't been able to connect it.
Well, if it's right from the history, everybody's related. Everybody's brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
I think Adam and Eve stated that in a newspaper article. I read it about, never mind. It's the same sandstone that Paul drew on about 200 years ago. I remember seeing documentation.
Is it? Is that the same one?
It was probably on that third one that you dropped, remember?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Here's
just-
the 15 commandments.
I just went over to Facebook to see if I couldn't find Dave Ennis over there to send him but I can't find him. So
There's his email, Ennis Dave.
where?
It's in the chat.
I'm not seeing it.
You're not seeing it. It's right below
Well,
Paul.
hey, just forward him the invite that I sent you, Jim.
Yep.
Because, Roger and I have been having problems. We cannot put in there links or message, those kinds of messaging.
Yeah.
And so it hasn't cleared up for me.
Okay, we'll do it here. Okay, that's sent. And then I'll go to Facebook. Stay on Facebook for a minute. And I'll send you this. Hold on. We gotta get it from here again. So we got that. Okay, check your messenger. That's his email. I did send it, so you can send it again, make sure it's right.
Okay, I'll send it again right now. And I copied that into my address book. So
Okay. That was the right Zoom meeting. So, yep. All right. GCM, how you doing, bud?
I think I was trying to look you up on Facebook, Tim, and I couldn't find you.
What's your name on Facebook?
Same as it is on here. I don't know what it won't have my picture. It'll have
Has a dog on there?
yeah.
NFC North Champions. NFC North Champions.
Yeah, pot of grass for pooches. Yeah, that's it.
All right, just added you.
Cool.
All right, got that. Bye. I'm getting out of Facebook now. All right. I'm out. Is that Dave?
hey, TCM is in the chat.
Hey guys,
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Is that
I
Dave?
slept
How are
in my
you?
recliner tonight too, Paul.
What's that?
I slept in my recliner tonight too.
Yeah, I understand that. Yep, a whole bunch. Them young whippersnappers, they can sleep on the top of a rock. I can't do that.
No more camping.
No. Now, the only way I used to have a great big, huge 40-foot motor coach with all the bells and whistles. But I found that as I got older, Dave, I didn't like to travel that much. So I sold it because it was just sitting out here north of the house and passed it on.
Yeah, traveling's overrated now. I like
Yeah,
the comfort of my
'cause
home.
A motorhome is like having a boat because I used to have boats too. You're always putting money into it for something. It's like I remember the generator went out on the motorhome. I had to replace that. One of the roof airs went out. I had to replace that. It's just like continual things, maintenance and update.
Yeah, it's true.
Yep.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Okay, Dave, I changed your name to Dave Innes, if that's okay.
That's fine.
You do that by up on the three little dots up over top of your box there. You can change your name however you want it to be and all that kind of stuff.
What was it?
What's that?
What was my name?
Add your phone number on there.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's
I-
okay. I
Alls
just
I
want
can do-
everybody to know that really was Dave Innes on there.
I just can see your picture. I'm on a phone,
Yeah, okay.
so I don't have the 3 dots.
Oh, okay. So I changed it anyway. It should. I don't know. Does it stay that way permanently now? I think.
Yep.
Or
Yes. Yep. Every time he'll come in, he'll be Dave Evans.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me, Paul.
Hey, not a problem, Dave. You've always been on the channels and on there, and 3 a.m. maybe it was your time to flower and bloom.
He
Well,
lacked
I
a rose
think I've
tip.
already bloomed.
That's what Tim says every morning after a 30-pack night.
That's it, trying to get bloomers back on.
That's what. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. That's when I'm wearing. the blue.
That's when he starts talking to the spirits.
Oh yeah. talking to everybody.
Well, with Tim, when he says he had a spiritual evening, it has to do with beer. It's not like he wasn't praying all night or anything like that.
Yeah, there were voices in his head.
Yep.
That's for sure.
Mhm. Kept on telling me another beer, another beer, another beer.
One more big Tim. Just one
Yeah.
more.
Yeah. I'm not doing so much tonight. Oh my god, man. I recoup from yesterday. That's why I got a bottle of. I've already drank about 4 of these.
That's good. You need to drink water when you're drinking.
Yeah, you get
A
dehydrated. from
little
beer.
bit.
Yeah.
I had Diet Pepsi.
That's what I drink. I buy Diet Pepsi in the can by the 30-pack, and I always have 4 or 5 of them around here.
1 1/4 liter. That was my drink today.
Mm.
I drink Diet Mountain Dew.
Ooh,
That's what my wife drinks.
Mountain Dew. I love Mountain Dew. Oh,
Diet-
that's so-
2 weeks in a row, I had 8-packs, and I just stuck them on the roof so that they'd be cold. In the first week, I had 5 of them up there, and I forgot and took off and went home. The second week, I had 4 of them up there, so I was like, I ain't putting little bottles up there anymore.
Well, what the TV advertisements show the guy leaving something on the roof, driving all the way home, and getting it, picking it up, and going in. That's not real, huh?
that's
No,
Mountain Dew.
they ended up somewhere in the D.
Velcro.
I never did hear them slide off or fall off. I don't know where I lost them, but somewhere along the line I did.
They probably just went to the side so you wouldn't have heard them. But if they scurried all the way back to the trunk, then
Well, they wouldn't go sideways because I got luggage racks, so they would go forward or backwards. So they would have went backwards, just sliding across the roof.
well, get the netting now. So if you do that, it'll stop them.
Hey, might have to-
What's interesting is there's 4 of us on here right now, right?
Yep.
If you go over and you look at the YouTube version, it says 2 people are watching.
Yeah, 2
So-
people's in the chat. It doesn't count the 4 people on the panel. Anybody on your panel, it doesn't count.
Oh, okay. I thought it did.
They're
No,
connected to
never
Zoom,
counts.
not YouTube.
never counts them. It never counts us. Like if we're on the panel, it won't count us. But now, check your numbers. Hold on. I'll open up YouTube because I'm on pop out. So I'll open up YouTube and it'll turn to 3.
Nope,
It should turn to 3 now.
nope.
No,
Delay too.
maybe it's because I'm on the panel.
Could be.
My hair's all messed up.
That's all right. Hey, this is the late show, you know? We're not dressed here for the red carpet, you know?
Not at all. How you doing, Dave? Doing good?
Doing good.
Tim's sitting in the patrol vehicle there watching the lot.
I see his lights going on.
Yeah, he's got the lights a flashing and
Starting to bring
Hey,
flashbacks. now,
Tim.
17.
Tim, that doesn't make you a flasher. Don't feel bad, you know?
I'm actually in my car. In our car. I have a light on it.
I got them beacons too.
So what do you do? Mostly from dusk to dawn type of thing, or
9 p.m. to 5 a.m.
okay?
Nice.
So there's nobody watching the yard from dark till 9 p.m.
There's drivers and that in and out. They're loading trailers and stuff up
Okay.
until almost that point. And then
Okay,
around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning,
they
all
start rolling in again.
Yeah. So they just want somebody here from 9 to 5. So I sit here from 9 to 5.
Nice. Man, I'm ready for bed soon. Woo.
And I haven't heard any gunshots in a while, so that's a good thing.
Oh, that's-
Yeah,
It's a rough neighborhood, so you hear gunshots quite often. But since it's gotten colder, they haven't been out shooting as much.
My buddy, he was a security officer about 20 years ago. And this guy, he's a legend. But anyway, he's running after these perpetrators that robbed this warehouse or whatever. There's about 5 of them. He got up to about 4 of them and he beat the crap out of them. And the 5th one, he didn't know that was there. And he kept on beating this one guy up. He kept on feeling really cold. Like he was cold, but he kept on hitting him. And he was like, my breathing changed. And I was like, what do you mean your breathing changed? He goes, it felt like I was breathing out of some other place. And he goes, then I stopped and I stood up. And I went like this. He had about 20 stab wounds in his back. They punctured every major organ of his body with a knife. And all he did is just sat there. He called his other guy on the radio and they came with the ambulance. But the 5th one, they never identified. And he lived through it. And he showed me this because I didn't believe him when he was telling me. And he pulled up his shirt and he goes, there you go. And I was like, you're crazy. You can count them. It's crazy. So he got out of security. Wonder what?
Well, my buddy did this job for quite a while, and he kept trying to get me to do it, and I was like, no, I am not going to Detroit. I hate Detroit. And he kept talking to me about it, and finally, when my wife reduced her hours and that for class, and I was thinking, I gotta do something, and this is something that I can physically do. So I thought, I'm surrounded by tanks all over, so it's not,
Yeah.
pretty safe.
and we're not talking military tanks, right, Tim?
No,
These
they're big tanks. I don't know.
Big tanker trucks or what?
They're just tanks. There's
Oh, I see.
don't
3.
let them match.
Yeah.
Don't let them.
They're stacked 3 high on there, right there. But I don't know what they actually carry in, but they circle the whole yard. So
Some kind of petroleum or chemical, I would guess.
yeah, I don't know. Most of them, when they go next door where they clean them out and stuff, and the tank has to be 100 degrees before they can take off with it.
Oh shit. So it's got a self element underneath the tank.
I don't know. It looks like they hook it to a hot water line or something. I'm not sure.
They're water heated. Yep. Right here.
Yeah, I think so. I don't go over there because that's not our the company. It's a different company.
Yep.
They
Oh, I
just,
saw some tanks that has 3 layers, and they had all the coils running through. And he said we can change the temperature of the water or change the heat at all times. It was pretty cool.
yeah.
But that was for DuPonts. That was for DuPonts. So
Some of them are marked with placards, so I could look it up and see what it is that they carry. Some of them are explosive, some of them aren't. I
they
don't
all
know.
got to be labeled. They all got to be labeled nowadays. It's not the 80s no more where you could just have a tank and go down the road.
Yeah.
You got workplace health and safety. You got OSHA. Well, over there will be OSHA, I think. I remember. So
Yep.
really bad nowadays. Where's TCM? Is he still here? Yeah.
Yeah, he said he's still there. I sent him an invite to join the panel. Then we'd have Dave, Paul, Tim, and Tim.
There you go. Did you send one to Ari and Matt?
No, I didn't. If you want to go ahead and send them, you can.
No, that's not it. Let me go back in. I got so many windows up right now. I should be lagging. Let's go through here.
Tim, is your printer working?
Yep, it's going now. It's going to be for my my Pi, my Raspberry Pi 4 when I buy it.
I haven't bought mine yet.
They're pretty cheap nowadays. Oh, they're good. I like it. But I
I,
can put all my movies on it. Put all my movies on it and everything.
I missed the sale, so I've been waiting to see if they run them back on sale again.
Yeah.
I don't have time to go out to the garage right now and set it up and mess with it anyway. So I figure I'll hold off and see if they run them on sale again. And
Yeah.
Hey, you know that DNA match stuff?
Yeah.
56.8% English, 42.3% Northwest Europe, which would be Germany, and I'm 0.9% Finnish.
Oh, there you go.
Distant relatives, I have 9,499 distant relatives.
Holy crap.
And then it shows you a map in Australia. I have 318 relatives.
There you go. Call them up. Get over here. What are you doing? I'll see you next week. All right. Now I know you can get over here. So get over here.
Yeah, right. Hey, I'm your long lost relative from the United States. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah. But my blood shows that I can be a resident.
Veronica Deveron,
Deveron.
in her 60s. She's a third and fifth cousin from Australia.
Does it give the addresses and the territories that they live in?
Well, you can say contact and contact. Brett Davis, he's in his 40s. Joanne Fracas,
No,
in her
Jackson.
40s. She's a third to fifth cousin. Oh yeah. See, if you want to, you have to message him by doing a message, an actual message.
Yep, that's how it is now.
Heaven forbid, Paul.
Yep.
Well, that means that he can get over here easy. So, get over here.
I didn't see any American Indian in there.
I got here.
Paul, is it true the older you get, the more religious you get?
I don't know if you get more religious. I think you just become more of a believer that there's probably something more than just one little shot, you know?
Yeah.
More aware.
Now, I grew up very religious, but in the last few years, I keep my religion to myself between me and God. I don't go out and
Yep.
throw money into a plate so that they can all live the high life in the parsonages and have the nice cars and
Yep.
I'm a
Hey, just remember,
minister. I'm a minister.
back in the day, there was no churches.
yeah, Dave, like you, I'm an ordained minister as well. I've done funerals and marriages and
Oh, wow. So you're a justice of the peace.
well, kind of, yeah. You can get that online there, Tim.
Yeah, I know, but I never, yeah. I grew up in the church, but my belief is Jesus never, there was no churches back then.
Yeah. Well, my grandfather, who was my mother's father, was a Methodist minister.
Methodist, yep.
Yep. And my dad was very active in the church and very involved. And my mother used to be an organist with the great big pipe organs and playing the.
Yep. Air horns, yep.
Yeah.
Air. Well, well, get this. I was born Lutheran. Well, born whatever. Then I went to Methodist. Then I went to Southern Baptist. What a change, yeah.
Oh, there's a holy roll for you.
Oh, yeah. Big change. And the Southern Baptist is when I left because I asked the minister or whatever I asked him questions and he couldn't give me the answers. So I left.
Well, but you know what that proves? It just proves that man doesn't have all the answers.
Nope. And it just proves more that the Bible was just a storybook.
My wife does. She knows everything.
Keep telling her that. Keep telling her.
Hey, you save yourself a lot of grief there, Tim, if you just say yes, dear. Yes,
Yep.
dear.
After 2 marriages, you're right, Paul.
Well, Dave, I've had 3, so.
I've had 2. I'm not going third. No thirds.
I don't know. There's been times you've been threatening to swim the Pacific to get over here.
Oh, she's a cute little girl. Hey, she's very nice. She has that southern.
Angela, yep.
Yeah, she has that southern.
Did you hear the one that I named Stella because she didn't want to give her name? She was on without the camera.
Go Fish Office.
Go Fish Office. Yep.
Oh, that
Boy,
one.
I'll tell you what, if she looks as good as she sounds, woo, she'd be a knockout.
Really?
Oh, she you talk about a very feminine, sexy radio voice. That's her.
So should I wear my hair out the first time I meet her?
We message each other every day.
Yeah.
Oh, do you?
She sounds very intelligent, very knowledgeable, and very, very nice.
I like
Yeah,
intelligent women.
College. She's was an EMT before she got married.
Yep.
Nice.
Been married about 14 years.
Okay.
Well,
Oh,
she
she's
sounds, Dave, she sounds younger than that.
No,
Sounds like she's in her 20s, late 20s.
mid
They
30s.
all do. They all do.
But when she was on Roger's show, that was great. It was
I never
it's
saw
nice.
that one.
It's nice to get some women on there once in a while.
Yeah. And Angela, I like her because she's so like.
Yep.
She's down home country. You know what I mean? That's what.
Oh yeah, she fits right in. Angela fits right in. Nothing shocked her, and
No, not even me.
Whiskey, I like that.
what's that, Dave?
She drinks whiskey. I like that.
Yep.
She's a little tipsy that one night when she dropped it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
yeah.
was. She spilled it forward.
I
I
was
was like,
afraid she was going to put her right in the keyboard.
Yeah, that's what we said. We thought it was in the keyboard. See, I like that because I know my beards wouldn't get touched. See?
You
You
like,
gotta think about these things.
well, Tim, what you need to do is you need to find out where she lives exactly so you can send her a bottle of whiskey.
I should do that. I should
Yeah.
say Merry Christmas.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like to send you a holiday bottle of whiskey.
I'll put on the front, hello to my Southern Belle.
Yep.
Don't buy the cheap stuff, Tim.
No, I won't.
It'd
Johnny
probably
Walker all the way,
it'd
brother.
probably be cheaper for you to just give her PayPal in than it would be to send anything. I know that sending stuff from over there is just incredible.
Oh, it's unreal, man. Yeah, and with this bill that I got now, it's about $70 less than the bill that I just got taken care of. So it's not really, hurting my wallet. But I'm the type of guy that if I go on the internet, I like something, I want to buy it. I'll work for it, and I worked hard for it, and that's why I spent my savings on this stuff. So,
Well,
and finally,
in my case, that's kind of been my little extras. It was the upstairs
that's
because
the good.
I live on Social Security and worked hard, and I get paid pretty good Social Security. But in this house, my utilities are astronomical high.
And that's why you need a boarder, but you need a good boarder that you know that you're going to get your
Yep.
rent.
Yeah, but Tim won't move back home, so.
And if I move back home, I'll be down there all the time. I wouldn't be up there. I'll be like, all right. Do
Well, you could just move back here and take over the bedroom that I never use.
it. Just make sure you have a fridge in there. These things. Yeah. Wouldn't that be good? That would be funny as hell. If I showed up one night at Walls and we go on live, everybody would be like, what the heck is going on? Oh, Lordy. That would be funny. Yeah, but I mean, I'm in a good position, but I'm by far rich, by far well off. I managed my money good. So that's the only thing you need in your life. You got to manage your
Well,
money.
and you're still young enough, you can go out and make more.
Yeah.
When you got I got bad back, bad knees, and everything else, and it's like.
I believe it. Believe me, Paul, it's catching up for me. But it was my lifestyle that I chose, and it's my lifestyle.
Well, you have to live, Tim. You have to live your life to your style and your liking, because as far as we know, you only come by once. However, there's something to be said about reincarnation, because when I was a paramedic on an ambulance, and I used to see 2- and 3-year-old, 5-year-old, 7-year-old kids die.
Yep.
I gotta run inside.
Okay, Tim. Thanks. You're gonna stay, aren't you?
Huh?
You're gonna see. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it going. I just gotta run.
Yeah, we'll listen for gunshots. Go ahead.
Yeah, no gunshots. Don't pull that gun out.
If they're real loud, I'm shooting back.
Okay, there you
Oh
go.
yeah. Oh, you better.
But that's in my mind how I had to justify the whole thing, 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like, why, God, why?
I've seen a lot of shit in my life, but I've seen young kids and I've held them after, and it's just you can't get the image out of your head, but you move on. But you go and see them people, and you talk to them like once a week or whatever. Them images come back to you all again, and it's like, man, why? And that's the big thing, like you said, why? We all own wind or solar power as the U.S. government wants. I won't even mention battery operated cars take a lot of power. That's true.
Yep.
Pretty
Very
awesome.
true. Yeah, you don't have any disagreement here. What I look at it is, I don't know how many more, whether a year or two I've got left on this planet. All that stuff is going to take a while to implement, and I won't be around.
Yeah, but you say that now, Paul, you could live another 10, 15, 20 years and you wouldn't even know. Like, look at your bloodline. How long are they? They're like 90, 95. Come on.
No,
You got a good bloodline.
no.
And you haven't drank. Yeah.
I'll be looking. I'll be looking for the exit door before then.
My parents are in their mid-80s.
Yeah, there you go.
My dad's 75 and he's still kicking. So
My
my mother,
dad-
she passed at 48. So
My mom and dad are in poor shape, but in their mid-80s, you gotta figure.
Well, the
Yeah.
thing of it is, in my mind, and it's just my opinion, it's a quality of life thing.
Yeah, they don't have that.
that's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
We
That's true. And I-
we with kindness will put a dog down or a pet, but yet it's against the law to do that for yourself or a loved one.
They should have kept that law. Well, they should have brought it in when Kevorkian was doing, but when Kevorkian did it, they locked him up, and that's bull crap.
Yeah.
He had paper signed, they had letters signed and signed stating I want.
Yeah.
That's wrong, I reckon. If you want to die,
Yeah,
let it be in a humane way.
It's like if
Oh.
you want to get off the merry-go-round, get off the merry-go-round.
And he did it in a very, very, I don't know what kind of way, like very humanitarian.
Humanitarian. Yep.
You know, he just like it's like when criminals, they get the death penalty and then they're like, oh, they got the gas. No, they didn't get the gas. They got put to sleep first, got the injection. It's 3 injections that you get.
Yep.
So your first injection is put to sleep. They didn't feel it. If you're a criminal, you killed so many people, let them feel it. I want them to feel it.
Yeah, the one that probably was the most effective, but yet I don't know if you'd call it humane, was the electric chair.
Electric chair and the public hanging.
Yeah,
Do it. Bring it back.
because even a firing squad is just instantaneous.
Oh yeah, yeah. But I reckon public hanging, yes. Make sure that their whole family are sitting front row. They see it happen and get it done. That's it. Because that'll give them judgment.
Well, I think we ought to get off the downer talk.
Let's talk about beer. I'll be right back.
There you go.
Paul, how's your little minion been doing?
Oh, the little minion's doing good. He's standing up straight, standing up tall.
How's Mia doing?
Mia, she's doing good. She's got her own medication she has to take. She's got a muscle nerve thing, and so she takes gabapentin twice a day.
Yeah, pain reliever.
Yep. Because she's getting older, and that worries me too. I don't know what I would ever do when Mia's gone. I mean, I've loved all of the dogs I've had in the past, but as I've gotten older, Mia is like my sidekick. I don't go anywhere where she doesn't go.
And that's good.
And that's the way it should.
Yep.
At least you have something there, you know.
Yep. And you know what's good about having a dog? I know, Tim, you've talked about it. Is they're happier than hell to see you and not wondering what you brought them,
Exactly. They don't complain. They don't
No,
ask
Doesn't
questions.
all they want is love.
5 minutes or 5 hours or
Yep.
5 days.
That's
We're
right.
always happy to see you.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, you
Well-
go out the door and turn around, come right back in. They're just wagging tails.
Yep.
That's how Dakota was, man. Yeah. My driveway was about, I don't know, almost a K long back then. And Dakota, he would get to, there was 2 cattle grids. He would get to the first cattle grid and try to jump in my truck. He wanted to go everywhere I went. And he slept right next to me or he slept on the bed with me. It depended on what his mood was, you know.
Well,
But-
I sleep in that power chair, that lift chair, And the couch is, I've got it so that it's right next to the couch. And Mia sleeps right there on the couch next to me. In fact, well, I'll wake up at night and she'll have taken her paw and put it on my arm just to touch me.
They're awesome. I mean, what I'm thinking about, I talked to the landlord yesterday about it, and she might, well, she told me, she goes, you need a pet, you need somebody. And I was like, yeah. But because of Dakota and what happened, I'm a little, but she goes, let's get a cat. I pay half of it, you pay half of it, and I pay half for the food, and I'll pay the shots and everything. I'm like, I don't know.
Cats are more independent than dogs, and that's what I don't like about cat.
I
Although,
want a dog. Yeah.
yeah,
I want a blue healer. Blue healer.
Although Hugh's got a fantastic kitty there.
Right there, right.
That cat just loves him. He picks her up and she snuggles in on him, and
Yep.
he goes and takes a nap and she sleeps on his chest.
Yep. Pets are like that. They pick you, I reckon.
Yeah.
You don't pick them, they pick you.
Well, and they have personality. Some of them bond more directly, and some of them just say, okay, like a roommate,
Hopefully by the end of this holiday, I'll have a pet. I don't know what it's going to be, but I would love a blue healer because I love blue healers. Yeah, we'll see. Going to check out tomorrow, actually. I want to.
Well, there you go.
Then I got to get it registered. Then I got to get the shots and everything. That's fine.
Well, that's part of the whole deal, because whatever you get, you want to make sure they're staying for a while,
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, when I was up there, your dog was real mellow, real calm, real friendly.
Yep, she is. She's everything to me. That's the sad part.
No, it's not sad part. You stay happy because you have her there. That's all that matters.
Yep.
That's what matters.
My mom was. She passed away a few years ago, but everybody called her my little girl, because that's pretty much the way she was treated.
Yeah. I had this one that I came home on my birthday and my girlfriend at the time. Beautiful dog. And it was Dakota, actually. But anyway, brought her home, and she was real skinny. She was neglected. She had scars on her. And that's how Dakota became my best friend, because of that. I brought her up, I walked her, and just brought her back from the brink. I think it was death, I reckon.
Yeah.
He's so cute. I got pictures of Dakota, but they're in the photo album. But yeah, Dakota was, man, when I came home, I was like, oh, thank you. She goes, oh, this is your birthday gift. And I looked at her, and I was like, oh my God. You can see her ribs. She was skinny. She was walking with a little different. And I put my hand out, and I was like, come here. And she just sniffed, and she came right around me. I was like, yep, that's mine. And yeah.
Mia's favorite trick, if I'm kicked back in my chair and she wants to go out or anything, she will stand on the arm of the chair and she'll look at me, and then the next thing you know, she does this very slowly, puts her paws across my chest and stretches all the way across my chest and says like, hey, hey, hey.
That's how they are. I used to say to Dakota, I was like, you want to go out? And then after a while, she would just go over to the door, sit, and she would scratch it sometimes, or she would just bark. And then that's when I knew. If I was watching a movie or whatever, I was like, let yourself out.
Mia heads to the door and looks. Mia goes to the door and then looks over her shoulder at you. And if you ignore her too long, she turns around and lays down right there in front of the door, staring at you.
Yep. Dakota used to push it out, go out, and then you'd hear like a scratch on the door. You knew she was back, so I would go out and pick her up or let her in. She was cool. Everywhere with me. If I was at work, I would come back, and then I had to get supplies for the week. She would jump in the back. I was like, no, let's go inside. She would jump in the back. She wouldn't want to be inside. Some days she did, but not a lot. She liked the wind blowing through her hair, I reckon.
Well, what Mia does, if I go someplace strange that she doesn't know, and I leave the truck and, like, say, go into a store or whatever,
Mhm.
she'll sit there for a couple of minutes, but then as she starts this, woo, woo.
Yeah. Dogs are funny, man. They're just hilarious. They're the best pets in the world,
Yep.
I reckon.
Yep. I wouldn't be without Mia, but I know that eventually, if I don't beat her out of this life before she does, that there's going to be a separation, and I, you know,
Dogs do have it.
yeah.
Yep.
How old is Mia?
Well, I got her. They said she was 8 or 9, and I've had her 5 years.
Wow.
Wow.
8 or 9. So 8 or 9, that'd be 56 years old.
Yep.
Holy crap. She still looks good.
Yep.
Is she jealous of the squirrels?
She chases them, and I yell at her like in the backyard. I say, "We don't do that," and she turns around and looks at me.
Maybe that,
But then she'll do it again. Then she looks at me.
Yeah, that's cute. Yeah, hopefully during this vacation I'll be able to get one, but I don't know.
Well, you have the time to break her in.
Yeah, just gotta get off the
Well, now
sauce.
in your job, couldn't you take her with you?
Nah,
Why?
workplace health and safety.
Well, you could say it's a leader dog.
yeah,
She
Oh,
sniffs
really?
out. She sniffs out beer for you.
I wish I could, but
Companion
Nah.
dog.
yeah, well, the landlord, she's going to create a fence, and I said, listen, I don't like dogs being fenced in. I said, what if I just train her like walking up and down the driveway, and then take her back in because we got 10 acres here. And I said, what if she has to run free of that and just, let her be herself, get to know the area. She goes, we'll do that. She goes, we won't put the fence up. And I was like, good, because I don't like dogs and fences.
Well, you got to be careful though in Australia, don't you?
With the
The wildlife
kangaroos,
there can be very harsh.
yeah.
the dingoes.
Yeah.
That's how Dakota met his. Yeah, but he was being good. He was fighting the dingo. That's what craps me. Is that
Hey,
Matt? That's Matt.
Matt's in his truck.
Uh-oh, he's at work.
Good morning, Matt.
Hey, how are you? I didn't know what this was. I got this link thing, and I sort of just pulled onto a dock here, and then it pulled in. I thought, oh bloody hell, it's a bloody Zoom meeting. I'm at work.
Sorry, but I didn't know you were at work, Matt. Didn't know you were at work.
Yeah, welcome to the late show.
My goodness, Paul, what are you doing, brother?
I couldn't sleep.
That doesn't sound like you at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
the
right.
problem is I can't sleep straight through. It's like I got these little spurts, and then I get tired. Then I got these spurts, and I get tired.
Yeah, I do that. I get about 2 to 4 hours before I'm awake, and then I've got to try and force myself to get back to sleep again.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
yeah.
What's
It
happening,
is
boys?
ridiculous.
So you and Tim are in the middle of summer down there. We're in the middle of winter.
My goodness, it is so muggy today. Very, very humid.
Very muggy.
Now, did you get a chance yet, Matt, to catch the Bethlehem Star effect?
The what?
The Bethlehem Star effect with Saturn and Jupiter aligned together. It's supposed to be
Oh,
super
no.
bright.
It's super cloudy, dude.
Oh, okay.
It's cloudy
Can't-
here.
Can't see
I-
Jack at the moment.
I saw.
I couldn't see it either, Matt. I had to go on YouTube and look.
Oh yeah, right. Oh bloody hell!
I
So
saw-
are you working all the way through, Matt?
Oh,
Yeah, mate. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I may as well. Gonna make some cash after being stranded in Adelaide for bloody 5 weeks.
Now, you were there for 5 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. The bloody thing was because I couldn't get across the border, obviously, so I was stuck there, man. It's kind of sucked.
Well, it looks like, according to the news, if you believe what you see in the news, is we're headed for COVID-19 round 2 with a new strain of the virus.
Are you kidding me?
Then
It's
they've now, the Prime Minister of England has closed off England totally, because that's where they have found it, in southern England.
There's somewhere else too that they found one. Just I read earlier. There's 2 different ones that's saying it's mutating.
Yep.
Mm.
And they found it for sure in England. And now there's a whole bunch of countries that have banned air transport from England, or any transport between England and them.
That's right. Yeah, I heard. I was talking to a couple of Pommy mates here, and they've got some mates over there driving, and they're stuck on the bloody highway because they can't get over to France because France closed the borders.
Yep.
So it's always a good thing.
Yeah, and they closed
Unbelievable.
the channel, from England to France too.
You
Yeah,
heard
so-
about Sydney?
Hey?
Tim's having some issues with his internet that he just had fixed,
Oh, right, obviously it's working.
and he
well.
freezes up there. Oh, he's back.
Like I was, oh God, like I was saying, did you hear about Sydney, Matt?
What about Sydney?
They got about 15 cases now.
15 what?
Cases.
15 new
15?
cases.
Shit. Here we go. Oh well, I'm back home now. I don't have to worry about closed borders.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere during this weekend.
No, we don't need. See if they've opened the door. They mightn't have heard me rock up.
How's Ari doing? I haven't seen him for a while. I sent him a link, but
I spoke to Ari. Look at my little rig tonight. Look at that.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a big Merc, mate. It's too big, mate. It's nearly 6 foot to the bloody top stick of the cab, mate. Too big.
My first
Look at
wife,
short.
she has a sleeper. My first wife, she has a sleeper. She was heading to New Mexico last night. She was crossing the border to Mexico.
Yeah, it's nice here, mate. It's
I told
nice.
her to come over here and get a job here. She would make a killing.
Oh, it's nothing like it over there, though, mate. Tell you, she'd hate it here. I came back. I didn't do any long distance at all because
No.
I got spoiled when I was in Canada and the US. It was I was probably driving straight past Paul's place for bloody 12
Sure,
months.
all
and
the
I wouldn't-
time over the Blue Water Bridge. Yep.
I was constantly.
Yep. Take
Brilliant.
the 401 all the way into Sarnia and up over the bridge and on to I-94.
Yeah. Then I'd head out and I'd get myself up into Illinois somewhere or Wisconsin, something
Yep.
like that. Spend the night.
I-94,
Yeah.
or you could take straight across, like through Lansing and stuff, I-69 that hooks around through the middle of the state and goes down towards Chicago.
Yeah, I went to 69 because I wanted to stay away from Detroit.
Yep.
So
That's
I
what
went to
Tim
69.
says. Tim works security, and he says he wants to stay away from Detroit too. And he's in Detroit.
Yeah.
I'm in downtown.
Yeah, no.
He's in downtown Detroit. He's guarding a trucking company at nighttime.
Good luck with that. Nice knowing you.
And
That's
he hears gunshots all the time too.
Oh shit!
Nice
Hey, I've got to
knowing
go, guys. I've got to go. They're opening up the doors here, mate. So
Oh,
have yourself a
okay.
good night, good day.
Hey Matt,
Okay.
thanks for coming in, buddy.
No worries, mate. Anytime.
Take
Take care of
care.
yourself.
All right.
Good
You
chatting
too.
with you.
See you. Absolutely, mate. Bye bye. Nice to
Bye-bye.
meet you, mate. Hey, mate, how are you?
Oh, that was good. He came in. That was
Yeah, it
good.
was nice of him to pop in like that. Yep.
I sent one to Ori, but he hasn't checked it. So
Well, I think what we're gonna do is shut her down at about 5 o'clock a.m. our time.
okay.
That's what time, Tim, you just work till 5 a.m., don't you?
Yeah, I get off at 5 and then I got my 40-minute drive home.
Oh
Ooh.
boy.
40-minute drive home. Screw that.
How many people we got watching? 6 people are watching now.
I live down towards the Ohio line, so it's a drive.
Yeah, it is. 45 minutes. Yeah, but that's about right though. I'm about 45, 50 minutes, maybe an hour, depending on traffic in downtown Detroit.
Yeah.
Was it Detroit or is it Chicago with the Blue Belt?
With the what?
The Blue Belt Highway. It's called the Blue Belt. I think it's Chicago.
I never heard of it.
Hated it.
I never heard
It
of
was
it.
on it's on your way up to Wisconsin from New Jersey. So the Blue Belt it bypasses. I think it's Chicago. Pretty sure it just bypasses the city. It's called the Blue Belt.
Maybe they call it the Blue Bait, but all the rest of us in the world don't call it.
I hated that. I hated that drive, man. I went all the way up to Wisconsin. It took me about, I don't know, 8 hours,
Yeah.
10 hours. Yeah. Lovely. Lovely. It was on, what is it, Erie? Is that Erie? Lake Erie? Or
No, that's
Wisconsin?
Lake Michigan over there.
Michigan. Okay.
The nice trip, and I've never ever taken it, and I don't think I ever will because I don't travel anymore, was take the car ferry across from Michigan over to Wisconsin. Not Wisconsin, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
We did that in June.
Did you?
That would be where my dad's at. He's right on the lake.
Yeah.
We took the Badger across because there's a couple different ferries. We took the Badger, which
Badger, yep.
is the old one.
The old one. But that was a big boat too.
It's only a 60-mile drive across the lake, but it
Yep.
takes me 4.5 hours.
4.5 hours to go around.
Really?
Yeah, it only goes like 12 mile an hour or something.
Because that's a big lake. Now, there is a high-speed ferry, isn't there?
Yeah, it's further south, like Muskegon.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Well, we
because when we went there at Thanksgiving, we spent most of the time in the backyard, and he's right on that lake. It's beautiful. Oh my God.
Badger is from Frankfurt,
Frankfurt.
Frankfurt, Michigan. When I was in high school, I had friends of mine that they used to sail, like race sailing all the time.
Yep.
And so I signed up one summer to go with them, and we raced every Sunday. And then when the big races like the Port Huron to Mackinac, then you used to go down to Chicago to the Chicago to Mackinac race. And when we were after the Mackinac race, Port Huron to Mackinac, we were going down and we put into Frankfurt for some provisions or fuel or something like that. We were going to go across the lake over and then follow the western shore down. And we got out of Frankfurt, I would say only about 15 or 20 miles, and a storm came up like you wouldn't believe. 65-foot waves. And I happened to be on the helm with cutoff shorts and no shirt. And they didn't have time for me to go change. So all they did was they threw me the lifelines you put your arms through and stuff, and you clip it onto the lifeline.
Yeah.
And Claude, which was the father, there was the father, the grandfather, and there was 3 of us deckhands, because it was like a 44-foot boat. And I got so cold up there. I mean, it just changed from being like 85 degrees to like 40 degrees. And it was even hailing. And they
Holy
Claude ordered me down below. And I said, no, because I knew I'd get sick. But he says, Murray, get down below. So I went down below and I came down the gangway steps. And there is my buddy sitting at the table eating a cheese sandwich. And he goes, how you doing, Murr? And I ran to the head and blew chunks all over everything.
Because you saw him eat. Yeah.
Yep. And then they stuck me in a side berth next to the engine compartments. You got a berth here and a berth there. They stuck me in there and covered me up. And I don't remember a whole bunch about it, but I was pretty sick by that point. And they were shooting off flares to get the Badger to come over and get me. And the Badger never responded. They even tried to hail him on the radio. So they turned around and took me back to Frankfurt. I remember waking up in the morning, and as soon as I got up in the morning, they put me on a friggin' bus to go back to Port Huron. That was the last time I ever sailed with them.
But at least you got put where the engine was, so you wouldn't hear everything.
It was warm. Yep.
Oh wow.
The Badger is docked in Ludington now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's a fun trip. It's it's a cool boat. Being an old boat.
Yep.
They got a lot of entertainment on there, and
well, you remember, Tim, the Aquarama?
No.
The Aquarama was that 50s, 60s really streamlined style, and it was a passenger boat. They used to be on the Great Lakes. And it was so big, and when it went by, it sucked so much water into its engine intakes that you had to go out there and you had to release the lines on your boat as it went by because your boat went down that far.
Holy shit, really?
Yep.
Amazing. I want a catamaran. I want a 65-foot catamaran. That's what I want to retire on.
Yeah.
That's definitely what I want to retire.
Okay, everybody in the chat and everybody here, and thanks for you guys coming in. We're going to call it a night.
Thanks, Paul.
Hey,
Yeah.
you bet, Dave. It's good to have you here, and you guys all get some rest now. That's what I'm going to go try and do. I'll
Me
have to
too.
turn the TV off. Mia's watching something. I want to know what she's watching.
She changed. Tell her to stop changing the channel.
Yeah, she does that all the time.
All right, y'all. Thanks for having me, Paul. You take
Yep.
care of yourself,
Yep.
Tim.
Everybody, you have a great one, and we'll
Yeah.
see you all again. Roger's on in
Yeah.
the morning, and Tim will be there. So
Good seeing you guys again.
we'll see ya. Tim, make sure Roger's channel.
See ya.
I'll try.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Take care.
Bye-bye.